If you've given up on voting, or if you're supporting a good candidate who seems unlikely to win, we need your help. If you can't vote, or if you live in a different country, we need your help too. If you won't cast your vote for a good candidate, that's your option. It's your vote. But at least help us spread the word that Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are not inevitable winners. They're just unreasonably likely to win. And it's up to those of us who want someone else to change that fact and make it more likely that a good candidate like Bernie Sanders will be elected in 2016 as the president of the USA. If you support a different good candidate, that's fine too. Please consider casting your vote for whoever you think is best to help those of us who haven't given up. And whether you'll add your vote to ours or not, please help us encourage others to do so. We also need your help spreading the word to vote for and elect as many Bernie-crats and progressives as possible so that they can help us make things better for everyone. If you don't know who those brave candidates are who've had the guts to say they'll stand up on behalf of the people, I suggest going to berniecrats.net as a place to begin research on candidates in your state and to see which ones won a party nomination in the primaries. But don't be afraid to write in a candidate who wasn't nominated if you think they're the best option. And don't limit your consideration to candidates under a single political party or listed by a single source of information. Unless, of course, you lack the time or motivation, because it's better to do what you can than to give up and do nothing at all. We're mostly poor people in desperate need of electing good candidates because we can't afford for life to get any more difficult than it already is. So we can't buy expensive TV ads to reach millions of people at once, and time is short. What we need is the help of millions of people spreading the word to each other and casting as many votes for good candidates as possible at all levels. If you're with us and wondering how you can help, you can start by sharing this video, of course. That's pretty simple and doesn't take much effort, unless you spread it a lot. You can also spread the word on the street that Bernie Sanders is still an option. Spreading that news gives all good presidential candidates a better chance of winning, as I've explained the details of in other videos. Also, discourage vote stealing. No good candidate would want their supporters to spread lies in an attempt to steal the votes of other candidates who are also honestly supported, because that defeats the purpose of an election, which is to decide as democratically as possible who the people really want to elect. Dishonest votes for any candidate as a substitute for direct votes against some other candidate also work against the purpose of elections. Unfortunately, we can't very well expect people who've been scared into casting such false positive votes to set aside their fear and join us in electing someone good rather than the lesser of two evils. Fortunately, we outnumber them, and they would love for us to do what they consider impossible. Again, it's not impossible, just unlikely. There was a time when radio was thought to be impossible. Same goes for telephones, television, computers, and for that matter, automobiles. We can do this. Unfortunately, many of us have given up, and that's not easy to undo. With your help, we would have a better chance of making the supposedly impossible happen. It's not actually impossible. We just have to beat the odds. And that's why Bernie Sanders repeatedly reminded us that history has demonstrated time and time again, when millions of people stand together and fight for something, they win. Thanks for hearing me out. Please help.